Okay. Roger. Nope. And good afternoon from KTLA.com here in Sky 5. We're following a pursuit of a vehicle here. Don't know exactly what the want is. Right now, LAPD has been 77 started this about a half an hour ago. Working its way around the South LA area now. Just got off the freeway. We're on Flower coming down back towards the 110. Just turned on 38th Street here, going back underneath the 110 freeway. So we've been circling this area for a bit. He even came to a stop on the freeway and now getting back on the southbound 110 freeway here as we work our way around. So it's just been a very weird pursuit. They've been talking to him on the radio or on the telephone, and so right now he does not want to give up. And I'm going underneath the 11 at 900. Continuing on here as we continuing south on the 110 now, picking up speed here as we work our way back down towards Gage. Like I said, they've been on the phone with him trying to figure out what's going on. He is wanting to give up, but he says he's afraid of the police, and they've negotiated all they could. As we watch this go along here, it's just really kind of strange. And so right now, the LAPD is not going to force it upon him, but like with a pit maneuver, they may spike strip it just to disable the vehicle. But right now, anyway, so there's going to continue here following him. They have an air unit overhead that's calling the pursuit, and so it's not an issue with losing this guy. But right now, they're just going to go ahead and keep an eye on him as we continue south on the 110 freeway. And like I said, LAPD not in a rush, and no reason to be. He right now isn't really driving that out of hand. And if he does start driving crazy, the ground units will just back off and let the units take it. Now he's getting off the freeway here. See where he goes on the backside of the sound wall here. See which way he pops out as we come around. 5's coming to a stop. And then we go, here we go, westbound. Westbound coming up to, I believe this is Figueroa on that side of the hill, then turn back northbound. Whoa, we're northbound. All right, weak turbulence there. So as we continue around, back northbound on Figueroa from Gage. And so as we continue on here, you see just kind of circling the same area here, working around, and so we're just kind of hanging out a little bit of a distance on it, giving the LAPD air unit room to work as we continue here northbound Figueroa. Just went through that intersection, almost got that car as we continue north here on Figueroa through Slauson. Aldo, I'm out your right door. You're good. Now on 54th eastbound from Figueroa here, coming back up underneath the 110 freeway. As you can see right now, he's turning back to the north. And this is the service road that's on the side of the 110 freeway. And turning back underneath the freeway. So we're just going to kind of hold out here and let him run around. And because he gets to a point where you just can't stay with him because he's making so many turns. So we'll lose him on some of the turns here. So as we work our way around. Nice back up on off of 52nd Street. There he is right there, going through, making a U-turn here, making a U-turn. That's a one-way, just kind of circling in the street there. And back on 55-4 in Flowers where he did all that. Now he's coming on the east side of the freeway and back southbound. And this is going to take him down into the residential track here. So he's going to be kind of trapped in here. Another little roundabout here right at 5-3, 5-5 I mean. And now he's on the side of the road talking to some homeless people here. And I don't know what's going on there. A little handoff maybe. And now the units are just sharking the area. They're not engaging. They're not getting engaged. They've told to drop their engagement, and now they're kind of just circling the area here. And he's talking to this man on the side of the road here, right on the freeway, edge of the freeway, east side of the freeway. So we'll see what happens. There'll be some units coming in behind him right now. There's 2 units in behind him. And then we continue on here northbound, coming back up to 5-4. At 5-4, he's going to turn to the east. Yeah, little head fake there. Now continue north. So it is a stolen vehicle, we understand now. And like I said, they have cell phone contact with this suspect. And it's just a matter of getting him into an area where they can either pit him or spike strip. But right now, it's just a matter of him driving around. Now, this is Grand that he's running around right now, making those U-turns and going the opposite direction back to the west. And you see the units kind of keep an eye on him and continuing on. Now, here comes up the intersection, going to back to Grand here, now north. They stopped again, door popping open. Looks like, I thought he was going to get out of there for a second. Looked like he wasn't wearing a shirt, kind of bald head. That was Grand from 5-2, and now on 5-1, coming back over to, I believe this is Broadway actually, this major street here that he got up to. But like I said, LAPD not in a hurry to stop this guy. They have all the time in the world. All the time in the world here. He's going to hook a U, come back around, back to the north. And it's a matter of time before they get some units out in front of him with spike strips. That's the best way to do this, just disable that car, take the drivability away from him. And he's on 52nd Street now, coming up the Now he's stopping again here, coming up to Main. And we're seeing here right at Main Street, 5-4, coming to a stop. We're going to slide, get that church out of the way. Coming to a stop. Now turning to the east. And behind the trees here, we'll see if he pops out. Oh, there he goes. Turn back to the north. You know you're not going to keep the shot on every turn, right? And there we go, going northbound now. Northbound the wall from 51st. And we continue north here on Wall. As we come up to the next intersection here, he's through that. So we're continuing north wall from about 50, maybe 49th now, working our way back up towards the downtown area. There you see he's at a stop now. We're on Wall Street, I believe just south of maybe Slauson. We'll continue on now as we work our way north. And as we turn now on, that was Vernon. He's in the a little U-turn here, going to come back south. Oh, there's a bit of a spin out pit. Units are trying to get him here, and now he's going to take off here on Vernon eastbound. So he tried to pit him there, but didn't have enough forward speed to keep it rolling. So here we go. Coming up to the next intersection, got to make a southbound turn. I'm just going to pedal turn over. As we continue on here, going the wrong side of the street, on San Pedro from 47th Street. Southbound San Pedro coming up here. Let's see what he does when he gets this intersection. That's 51st Street he's going through. And like I said, stolen vehicle, LAPD tried to pit him there, but was unsuccessful. And so at least they're going to try that now and try to bring this to a stop. But not really wanting to get too engaged with this. They were asking us if we saw a gun get pitched out of the car up on the freeway. Well, of course, we didn't. And he was warning that he was armed, and that's why they're being a little bit cautious with getting too close to him. So they're going to kind of hold off here and maybe throw a pit when they can, when they think they have the opportunity. But the time is on the police side. They just have to follow him. And then with his speed, the way he's going, he's not really going to be an issue when he crashes. So he may just tag somebody in the intersection if he pops a red light or something like that. But right now his speed is not going to be a real issue as far as causing any major damage. Continuing here now west on 51 Street, 51st Street, coming back towards Grand. We've already passed through, oh no, we're coming up to Main. Excuse me, coming up to Broadway. And he's here slowing down. You see we got traffic in front of him at the red light. Gonna slowly get over to the wrong side. Oh, there's a spike strip. He just drove over the spike strip. Very good. Good job, guys. Northbound on Broadway. And there he is making a U-turn. And I think he might be dragging that spike strip. Yep, he's dragging a spike strip. So this ain't going to go for long. He's got a good spike on him. So right now it's just a matter of time. You see whipping around here. There goes the spike strip. Came loose. Now he's heading back south. And then, oh, you don't want to start doing that. Start driving towards police cars. That's going to make this thing end. Now you see a police car just driving into him, drive him into the curb. Very good. And just locking him in. But he is fighting his way out of that. And hopefully this unit can just shove him right into a car. Bang, right there. That poor guy waiting for the light. And the units are going to get in and block him front, back, and on the side. And continue on here. What a good job by LAPD making that pit and then just shoving him around. Once he engaged, he got right on him. So good job, guys, holding that. So we're going to move back. I was giving LAPD a little bit of room to maneuver since we're working under the LAX surface area, which keeps us down low due to the jet traffic. But now we're going to move back in here. You saw that ramming. You see him hanging out the window and talking with the officers. So they're going to now go into a crisis negotiation. He's crawling out of the window. Oh, good. He's going to cooperate here. So that's the best thing that he could possibly do today is give up to the police and go ahead and head off to jail. But you can see him getting out of the car, sliding over, and then the officers will take him into custody. Very good. Very good. Yeah. But you saw that officer there from is it 18? Yeah, from southeast got in on this, and he just buried it in that driver door and just took him around as he tried to drive away from it, bringing this to an end, shoving him right into that car, and then the other 2 units blocking him in. So what a good end to this, to be able to get this thing stopped without any really injuries to 2 civilians on the road, except for that poor guy parked on the parked there trying to wait for a red light. You see that silver car right there, that Ford. So a little bit of damage to that left rear, but LAPD going to check on that driver, make sure they're okay. And the hit wasn't that hard, but there's personal property damage here that they will deal with. But this suspect taken into custody here on Broadway, and I believe right about 5-1 is where we're at. Grab the street sign for me when you get a chance. On top of the, no, 5-4 and Broadway, okay. 5-4 and Broadway, 5-4 and Broadway. See the officers talking with the suspect there on the side. They'll check to make sure he's medically okay before they put him into a unit. If not, they'll just call the LA Fire Department to come over with paramedic and go ahead and hook him up and take him off for medical clearance at the hospital. Then once that's done, off to booking. But LAPD just stuck with this, just let it roll for a while, and trying to get the best chance they could. You saw that spike strip come out. He got it up underneath him. He started spinning around doing donuts in the street. And then finally that 1 unit from Southeast Division just decided to get in there, get a hold of him right there, put it in his door, and then take him all the way around. As he tried to drive off that unit, he brought him all the way around, put him into the east curb line, and then as he came off that, all the way around to the west curb line, and then was able to block him into that one passenger vehicle there you see stop, the Ford, and then the other 2 units were able to come in and jam it. But what a good ending. Suspect in custody, going to be going off to jail. Yeah, I heard him. All right, desk, we'll get the plate on that Ford for you here. I'm going to slide over. All right. I stand corrected. It's a Lincoln Navigator. Do you have the plate? All right, we'll get you the red one. I'll get it. I've just got to figure out where to go here. I got helicopters all the way around me. Although I'm going to slide down towards you. Yeah, I've got to work my way around here. Got a lot of company up here. And 4, I'm going to go around behind you and park out to your west. All right, I got you drifting north. No factor for you. All right, please going homing.